Can I get compensation for lost wage in a personal injury case in New York? Imagine this, you are injured in an accident, and not only are you dealing with pain and medical expenses, but you are also missing work and losing wage. It is a tough situation, and it leaves you wondering, can you get compensations for the money you are losing while you recover? In this video, we are going to dive deep into how lost wages are handled in a personal injury case in New York. If you have ever been injured and missed work, or if you fear that you might, this video is for you. Hi, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we will be answering one of the most common questions in personal injury case. Can you get compensations for lost wage in New York? By the end of this video, you will understand how lost wage work in a personal injury case, how to calculate them, and the step you need to take to ensure you are compensated fairly. What you will learn today. What lost wage are in a personal injury case? How lost wage are calculated in New York? The documentation required to prove lost wage, how to maximizing your lost wages compensations, the role of insurance companies and settlements, understanding limitation on lost wage claims in New York, tip for working with your attorney to recover lost wage. First is, what are lost wage? Let's start with the basic. What exactly are lost wage? In a personal injury case, lost wage refer to the income you have lost as a result of the injury preventing you from working. These include your regular salary, hourly wage, or any additional income that you would have earned had the injury not occurred. Whether you are salaried, an hourly worker, or even someone working on commission, anytime you miss work due to your injury, you can potentially claim compensation for those lost earnings. And second, how are lost wage calculated? Now that we know that what lost wage are, let's dive into how they are calculated. This is where things get a bit more detailed. In New York, lost wage are usually calculated based on your hourly rate or salary. If you are an hourly employee, you would multiply the number of hours you missed by your hour, hourly rate. For salaried employees, our lost wage might be calculated based on your annual salary divided by the number of workers day in a year. For example, if you earn $50,000 a year and you miss a month of work due to your injury, you could calculate your monthly lost wage by dividing your salary by 12. Simply right. But what if you are self-employed or a gig worker? That is a different case, and we will touch on that shortly. What documentation do you need? One of the key things to remember in any personal injury case is that you will need to prove your lost wage to be compensated. So, what kind of documentation do you need? Here are some documents you will need to provide. Pay stubs or wage records. These show your income before the injury. Tax return. For self-employed or gig workers, your tax return can prove your earning. And third is doctor notes. These prove that you could not work due to your injury. And employer statements, a letter from your employer confirming the amount of time you missed from work and your rate of pay. The more evidence you have, the stronger your claim will be. And how to maximizing your lost wage compensation. Now, let's talk about how to maximizing your compensation for lost wage. It is important to remember that lost wage are not just limited to the time you miss while you are in the hospital or recovering at home. You can also claim lost wage for time spent traveling to doctor's appointment or physical therapy. If you have had to adjust your work schedule, reduce your hours, or even take on less paid duties due to your injury, that could be counted as lost wage too. So, don't just think about the days you were out of work. Also consider how your ability to work and earn might have been impacted long term. The role of insurance and settlement. Of course, when you file a personal injury claim, your first point of contact is usually the insurance company. But how does this process work when it comes to lost wage? Insurance company will review your claim and determine if the wage you are claiming are responsible based on your injury, how much time you missed, and other factors. It is important to be prepared to negotiate, as insurance companies often try to minimize the amount they pay out. Having an attorney on your side can help ensure you get the full compensation you are entitled to. They can handle the negotiation process and work to make sure your lost wage are factored into any settlement or verdict. Before we wrap up, it's important to notice that there are some limitations when it comes to claiming lost wage in New York. In New York, you have a limited time to file a personal injury claim. This is known as the statute of limitation. Generally, you have 3 years from the date of your injury to file a lawsuit. However, you can lose your right to claim lost wage if you don't take action within that period. Additionally, if you are partially responsible for the injury, your lost wage could be reduced based on your percentage of fault in the accident. Lastly, let's talk about working with your attorney. If you are suffered an injury and are missing work, an experienced personal injury lawyer can be your best ally. They will help you gather all the necessary documents, communicate with the insurance company, and ensure that your lost wage are properly included in your compensation. An attorney can also help you navigate the complexity of the legal system, making sure you don't miss any important deadline. So, can you get compensation for lost wage in a personal injury case in New York? Absolutely. With the right documentation, a clear understanding of how to calculate your lost income, and the help of a skilled attorney, you can secure the compensation you deserve. Thanks for watching today's video. If you have any question or need legal help with a personal injury case, leave a comment below and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more legal tips and insights. Until next time, stay safe and take care of yourself.